All right, this is example 4 in section 3.4. So it says determine if the events are mutually exclusive or non-mutually exclusive and display the information in a Venn diagram. So now we're really going back to what we were doing in Unit 1. So let's look at the information we're given. So they've done a class survey, and they found that 63% of students play sports, 27% of the students play a musical instrument, and 20% play neither a sport nor a musical instrument. So this is kind of like what we were doing in Unit 1, where let's add up our results here and see what our total is, right? And when you add these three numbers up, we actually get 110%. So this is telling us that there is some overlap here, because whereas in Unit 1, these type of problems, we would tell you how many people were surveyed. Now we just have the results. So there's a limit, which is always going to be 100%. I think there may have been one example kind of like this in Unit 1, but a percent total must always be 100%. You can't go over. Okay, so these events are non-mutually exclusive, which just means there's some overlap, right? Non-mutually exclusive, so there's some overlap. And what is the overlap? Well, 110% minus 100%, 10% overlap. So we'll do a little Venn diagram here, and it's already drawn. So we have S for sport and M for music. So 10% overlap, 20% neither. And remember then to find the other number that in S and M would just be to take our result from our results overall and subtract the number that we already have accounted for. So that would be 53% here and 17% here. Just moving on. So what is the probability that a student plays sports or plays an instrument? So sports union with musical instrument, right? That's U for union. This is not the word sum. So let me just add that note. Just a reminder. Union. And that's going to be, so the 53% probability that they play a sport plus the 10% chance that they play either plus the 17% chance that they play a musical instrument for a total of 80%. Now, there was perhaps a quicker way of doing this, because you saw here that 20% don't play either. So we could have said that the complement of that union, right? The probability of, or rather, it's the probability that they play neither, right? So if we said the probability of the union could be equal to 100% minus the probability of the complement. So let me do SUM complement like that, which we know is the 20% that's outside of everything. So we could have said 100% minus 20% to get 80% that way as well. All right, so the last question then is, what is the probability that a student plays sports but not a musical instrument? Again, two ways to do this one. Sports but not a musical instrument, we just look at our diagram and see that that's 53%. Or we could have said that it was the 63% that said they played a sport and minus the overlap that we figured out to get 53%. So 53 is easy to see from the diagram. The other side is how we might work this out. if we didn't already have a diagram done. There's our example.